DimeDropper fan. Vlog number 4, we're back after 3 straight L's. Phoenix Suns for the 3rd time in 9 games. Running a little bit later, we'll definitely be there by tip-off, but no pregame interviews tonight because I got here after coaching some games at the Rec. So let's head inside. Got the starter jacket on, got my Lamar Odom jersey underneath. Hopefully we can still get a spot in the swell. I think we'll be able to finagle that. Don't think it'll be a sellout, but we got to get a win. No Kawhi. Beal's back. Harden is back. So let's see what we can do. We'll be catching up with fans throughout the night, as always. Go Clips. Let's get it. Lazy start on the glass and on defense. Brad getting torched. So, again, you know, with Brad in the starting lineup and Harden out there, it leaves some room for error defensively. Also, not off to the hottest start on offense. Harden's got 6 to lead the way, but we're down 16-12 right now. Some empty seats right here, but I think it might be a sellout. If you look at the 300 level, it's really filled. It might be a sellout tonight. We'll just have to see. Cam Christie getting some early burn so far. How about that? And Zoo coming out earlier than normal. Cam in for Chris Dunn. Bradley Beal has not been good enough on both ends so far. Come on, Lopez in the post against Dylan Brooks. Oh my goodness, man. Cam Christie. Gotta get Lopez in the post against DB. Solid atmosphere as per the case all season long so far. Defense! Defense! He cannot guard Booker. He cannot guard Booker.
That's by Mark Williams.
Get it, Cam. Get it. Second straight possession. Second straight possession. Nice take. And one!
Foul assist to number 15, Mark Williams. That's his first personal, second team foul. Entering the line for the Suns, Ryan Dunn. Number 11, number 12,
8 points for Mark Williams already.
checking in for our Clippers, number 20, John Collins.
Yeah! Defense! Defense! Offensive rebounds. Take a look at the count. Not a pleasant sight for the Suns fans. Yikes. I'd say Clippers. Let's go Clippers. Yikes. Shoot it, shoot it. Harden can't stay in front of anybody. Beal couldn't stay in front of anybody, and we're not boxing out again, so we'll see. We're gonna make our lives tough. Also, when they're switching these smaller guys on a Brook Lopez, we need to go at him every time. He scored every single time so far, but Harden wants to ISO. If he gets tired at the end of the game, it's his fault.
At the end of the first half, Phoenix Suns 6.
Clippers 1 for 14 from deep. Phoenix 9 for 20. That's a big difference, but our defense has to be a lot better, and nobody besides Zoo is boxing out. I think we can win this game. Our offense needs to wake up, though. We need more contributions. Hey, first off, congrats on winning the Halo board trivia.
Yeah, thank you. I wasn't expecting that.
Secondly, we're down by 14 at half.
Yeah.
I know Kawhi's not playing, but this is a little disappointing. What are you seeing out there?
So we definitely had a slow start to begin with, but we showed some life towards the end of the first, beginning of the second, and we had a little rally. But as soon as that rally went through, it fell apart. Giving up offensive rebounds, can't shoot the ball for shit. I'm really, really angry, especially about that one possession where Jalen Green got hurt. It was a 5v4, and we still gave up a 3. You know, I don't know what it is. We see Grayson Allen and Royce O'Neal and Dylan Brooks hitting threes on us every fucking time. I don't know why they won't do it, you know?
We're 1 for 14 from 3. They're 9 for 21, I believe. Do you feel we can get back in this game?
I think it's possible. Things always balance out usually. So I think some of our threes are going to fall. I'm hoping Ty Lue kind of gets in on them. And I mean, we're on a 3-game losing streak, dude. We got to start turning it around with or without Kawhi.
What do you think about Cam Christie being in the rotation and Chris Paul and Bogey not being in the rotation tonight?
I'm a little surprised. I didn't get a catch last game because I had a bunch of homework. But good for us in the sense that we could use some youth. But Bogey's a bit of a surprise. Chris Paul's a bit of a surprise. I feel bad for both. Both of them just have not been producing so far this season, unfortunately. I think they will start producing later in the season, but not now.
Hopefully we clean it up in the second half.
Hopefully, man. Good seeing you.
You too. It is good to see you again.
It's good to see you too.
Thoughts on this game? I mean, of course, we're 3-5 right now. We haven't been playing well, and we're down 14 at the half to a team that just lost Jalen Green as well again.
Yeah. We need to tighten up, clean up our turnovers. Mostly just hitting our open shots when we get them. Just play good, sound basketball.
You disappointed in anybody so far? I mean, we're not shooting well from 3. They are. That's a big difference. Anybody not doing enough on defense for you too?
Starting unit could be better. As far as the bench pieces go, Chris Paul is a bit of a disappointment, but what can you do?
What do you think about him not playing tonight at all? Him and Bogey.
Just an adjustment that needs to be made to see how that goes going forward.
So you agree with the coach's decision to take them out of the rotation?
You gotta try something.
Yeah. Can we come back in this game? What do we got to do?
Tighten up on defense, cut down the turnovers, and just create more open shots, hit them.
There we go. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Down 14. What are your thoughts? What are you seeing out there, man? This is disappointing.
Terrible defense.
Has anybody in particular been bad defensively to you?
Cam Christie been excellent.
Who?
Cam Christie been excellent. We had a lot of problems with staying in front of our man. The switches been atrocious. Guys are jumping for no reason. We got to stay grounded on defense, sliding our feet, calling for the switch when it happens, and not being lethargic.
Who do we need better from in this second half?
Second half, we got to be aggressive. We got to take advantage of every possession. Be not so quick to just throw up any type of 3. And we got to get good with 2-pointers.
There we go. Appreciate you, Spence. Sheila, we're down 14.
Yes.
I am. Wait, hold on. Wait. Viva los Dodgers.
No. What's at the corner?
Wow, beautiful. Is that from the game?
Yeah.
All right, Jason. You giving me that?
Yeah.
I love you, Jason. Jason stays giving the goods.
He's not a Dodger fan.
He's like the Clippers Santa. All right. Sheila,
Yes.
we're down by 14,
Yes.
and we're on a 3-game losing streak.
Yes.
What are you seeing out there?
Just bad performance. We're just doing really bad. And I hate to say this, but I think we're going to lose this one.
Really?
Yeah.
What needs to be better individually and then from a team perspective for you?
I don't know. Like, nobody's shooting well.
Yeah.
It's just really bad. I don't know what they're going through. I don't like it.
We're 1 for, I think, 14 from 3. I think they're 9 for 21.
Horrible.
Thoughts on Beal so far?
He probably needs to go. I don't know.
Go.
Go.
What do you think?
Away.
What do you think about Chris Paul and Bogey being taken out of the rotation tonight and Cam Christie being in there?
I like Cam Christie in there. He's fresh, young. I'm glad Chris Paul isn't playing. Bogey, he seems like he's still kind of injured, so maybe he should sit out more.
All right. Well, I already asked if he can come back. Hopefully you're wrong.
I hope I'm wrong too. Go Clips.
Swing it. Good pass. Another one. 2 in a row. 2 in a row for Bradley Beal. That might be what gets him going. Good play, James. Good play. 10 for Beal. Yeah! 2 straight turnovers. 2 straight turnovers. You can't do that. You can't do that. Go Clips.
Three quarters of play, Phoenix Suns 85, our
A little bit of Phoenix cooling down. Beal with 8 points in the quarter. Harden getting 2 feet in the paint. Feeding Brook Lopez late. Great defense by DJ, and John Collins staying active. Knocking down threes, finishing around the rim. 5-point game. We got to take this with all the momentum our way. 18-point comeback. Comeback Clips. Let's fucking go. We had it down to 5. Now it's back to 13. Yeah, JC! Yeah, JC! 17 for Collins. He's our leading scorer. Defense! 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 Box out. Nager, you don't need to go. Oh my God. Grayson Allen. He has 14 points. Foul. Let me go, JC. Finally missed. There we go. We gotta push. JC. Oh, that would have been huge. Security has been in the section over from the wall in the swell for like 10 minutes now. My man over here is absolutely cooked. I don't know if it's just alcohol over here, but he is absolutely donezo. Oh, he's gonna get up. He hasn't been booting either. Oh yeah, post up. Post his ass up. We gotta move. There's a kick. Nico again? Yeah! Yeah! Finally! Yeah! Yeah! They got bro out on the fucking wheelchair. Oh my God. And there's the mess on the floor. Yikes. Now, Nico just hit 3 straight threes. But we're actually going to doing the post. Let's listen to the crowd. Defense! 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 No. Rebound. This is the real Invincible Zubats. This is the real Invincible Zubats. Go, let's go. I hate that chant. Give it to him again. He wants it. He wants it tonight. He wants it tonight. Oh, it's a foul. Oh, shit. Get that, Harden. Get downhill. Chase down, chase down. Why the fuck Batum in? That's why. That's why Batum is in.
Basket by Devin Booker.
Glowby coming right up. Yep, Glowby coming right up. Finally got his hand on something. There you go. And that is going to do it. 4th straight loss.
Devin Booker.
Outside INTUIT Dome, where we've just lost our 4th straight game, 2nd in a row to the Phoenix Buns. DL2, disappointing one tonight. I know no Kawhi, but they had Jalen Green go down early, and we still couldn't get the job done. What were you seeing?
I think that was my fault. I was talking shit to Jalen Green as soon as he went down. I said Drea was in the back with the car warmed up already because she'd be taking care of him, and then we lost the game. But yeah, super disappointing game. Can't really point to anybody in particular, but Harden coming back closed the gap on the last game. I think we lost by like 20-25 last time. So we helped out tonight, but him going toe-to-toe with Dylan Brooks was just frustrating to watch. He was getting in his head a little bit. It was a little annoying. But just kind of a bad game. Bad rotations. I don't think Zoo played very well either. But
Really, I'm surprised you say that because he had like 21 and 15, and we were getting the ball to him late, and he was starting to make some
he
plays.
should be getting like 30 and 30. I've seen him do that. You know what I mean? Like he was just like playing too small sometimes. Like he had a bad habit of getting in the paint or getting the ball in the paint and tossing it back out to the corner or the top of the key. But he should just go up against Mark Williams. So it just seemed like he had like low confidence for a little bit. He didn't play well the last couple of games either, but this is probably the best game, probably recency bias speaking, but this is the best game he's played so far, and it still just wasn't quite good enough in my opinion.
Where do we go from here, bro? 3-6. I mean, we did not think that starting the season like this would be a possibility.
I thought we'd do significantly better, but Bradley Beal hasn't been what we needed him to be. I think Brook Lopez, in the minutes that he got to play, hasn't made like a massive impact, but every time he does play, he's doing pretty well. So I think we're at the, what you said, 3-6? We're 3-6? So
3-6, yeah.
Yeah, that's 9 games, so we're 1 game away from the Ty Lue sample size requirement, unless it's 15 now, I don't know. But after that, we'll start to see some better lineups, hopefully, and more sensible rotations in the future, and I expect things to go up from here.
Any adjustments or starting lineup changes you want to make?
I mean, I don't really look at that a whole lot. Like, I'm not like a minutes split guy. Like, I'm just like, oh, this guy should play more, and this guy right now is John Collins. I think John Collins should definitely be starting at least, at some point. Did Dunn start today? Well, yeah, Dunn's been doing well, and that was a decent adjustment. But the next one is John Collins. It just seems like a Rocco situation. He's not playing enough. He's not starting when we expect him to, and I think that'll make an impact. But maybe they know something we don't. That's why they have the job and we don't. So,
We'll see you on Monday.
yes.
Appreciate it. Outside INTUIT Dome, where we've just lost our 4th straight game. Nick, I saw you last game. You had you got a compliment in the comment section. I don't know if you saw that. Someone said you knew ball. What were your thoughts on this one, dude? I mean, rough one against Phoenix, and we know we hate losing to them.
I hate it. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. But yeah, I mean, I just hate like the way that we've been playing lately. I think that there's like a lack of urgency, and I mean, we like particularly tonight on the boards. I think we got out rebounded by like 20 plus. The offensive glass. I mean, every time they would get an offensive board, either Colin Gillespie or Royce O'Neal that was there for the 3, open 3. Just the approach to the games haven't been great, and at first I thought maybe it was a lineup issue, but now I just think it's just it's an issue of just the soul searching with this team. The team's got to try and find a way to grit out these wins. We're entering the territory of we just need to find any way possible to get the win. So,
any positives you can take from this game, or maybe even any players you were disappointed in tonight? I mean, we made a little push at the end of the game and then couldn't close it out.
Yeah, last game, obviously, I noticed it because he had a great game, but I love going with Cam Christie. I've been a big believer in Cam Christie, since we drafted him. He was a younger guy, which is kind of contrary to what we normally do in the draft, which was great. I think he's got a good stroke and he's got good size. I think he should continue to play. As far as guys I was disappointed with, I didn't love like Harden's energy to end like in the second half. I mean, obviously the game was kind of away from the Clippers at this point, but there was a play where Chris Dunn was fighting for the ball, threw the ball up court, and Harden didn't really chase it down. It got picked off, and obviously, like I said, the game was kind of had gotten away from the Clippers at that point, but it's like there's just a lack of like urgency from him, and he's the leader out there. I kind of liked what I saw from Brad Beal. He was aggressive. He wasn't hitting his shots, but I mean, while Kawhi's out, we really need Brad to be aggressive, and I saw that from him at the very least. So I liked what I saw from him for the most part. Zoo was pretty solid. He was kind of, Dime, you talked about it earlier, but he was kind of the only one that was boxing out. I think everybody else needs to crash. But I saw an effort from Zoo that I hadn't seen the last couple games, so that was nice.
Thoughts on Chris Paul and Bogey being taken out of the rotation?
That was interesting. I think with Bogey, I understand it because he was nursing that injury that he suffered at Eurobasket. With Chris, it hurts my heart because that's my Clipper GOAT, but he just, he hasn't been right. He's been he's been playing off ball a little bit more than I'm sure he's used to. So I understand that it's probably like a rhythm thing, but he just hasn't looked right. So I get sitting him, but I think that he probably could have helped tonight. So I would have liked to see him get 5-10 minutes at least. But the bogey thing I kind of understand. I think that he needs to try and rest up and get healthy because he hasn't been right either.
Last question, 3-6, man. I mean, is it panic time yet? This is a terrible start to the season, quite frankly.
Yeah, I'm not panicking. I'm more frustrated just because we talked about it last game, but we had an easier start to the season. Nothing's easy, but I think contrary to what it's going to be in about a month, I think that these are games that we should have won. We should have handled business early. So that's the most frustrating thing is because it's only going to get harder. We play the Nuggets next, or the Hawks and then the Nuggets, so it just starts to get harder. It's not panic mode just yet. It's a lot of season left, only 9 games in, but I mean, damn, something's got to give. This fucking sucks.
Well, I appreciate the thoughts as always. Check out my boy on this Clip Service Pod on Instagram and wherever you get your podcasts. Outside INTUIT Dome, where the Clippers have just lost their 4th straight game. Give me your name, bro. I love the Blake Griffin jersey.
Thank you. My name's Tim.
Tim, and this is my boy E. Moya from high school. I haven't seen him in years. It's great to see you, E. Moya.
Likewise, brother.
So give me your thoughts on this one, man. 4 straight L's. It's been a rough start to the season.
Definitely has been a rough start to the season. I think that, I don't know, I was listening to some of the other interviews before this, but I think they really hit it on the head. So we're not really playing with the right energy right now. Getting beat on every single loose ball. All our bigs, the only one really rebounding out there is Zoo. I know Harden missed the last game, but kind of his effort today, especially boxing out on Ryan Dunn, got a lot of those offensive rebounds. It kind of really killed our momentum, especially at the end of that third quarter.
Was this your first time at INTUIT, Domi Moya?
Yes, it was.
Thoughts?
Honestly, the energy was amazing. The fireworks, the smokes, everything. I was pretty unrealistic, to be quite honest.
Yeah. What did you see that was went wrong at the end? Because we did make a push, but couldn't pull it out. And also, give me your thoughts on Chris Paul and Bogey being taken out of the rotation too.
I think at the end, I knew that when they took out Harden out at the end of that third quarter, I knew they were going to play him the rest of that fourth. And they really just denied him the ball every single time. That offense got so stagnant until they started feeding Zoo. And then that's when we actually went on our run. Zoo post up, find Batum a couple times. Yeah. And in terms of Bogey and Chris being out of the lineup, I understand it, just kind of based on the way Cam Christie played last game too. He kind of earned a little bit more minutes. Yeah. But I think that second unit needs some sort of offense. It's really tough when it's Chris Dunn facilitating, some version of either Beal or Harden, and then 3 other non-creators or play finishers at the end of that. So I just think we need a little bit more guard play.
Would you rather it be Bogey or Chris Paul?
That's tough. I think Chris Paul needs a lot of support in that lineup if he's going to be out there, especially defensively and offensively. Bogey is not as good of a facilitator, but he can definitely space the floor a lot more. We didn't hit a lot of threes today. So I feel like it's situational. Tonight, it looked like we probably needed Bogey out there. We missed a lot of threes today.
Worried at all, 3-6?
I would say just kind of based on where we were last year around this time. I know we have Kawhi a little bit earlier in the season. Obviously didn't play today. I wouldn't say I'm too worried. The schedule gets harder. It's just tough because these are games we should win, and at the end of the season, if we're fighting for seeding, and we think back to these last 4 games, and probably 3 out of 4 of them are winnable, it's tough.
Well, appreciate you. Hopefully we see more games this season.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
My man, great to see you, bro.
Likewise, brother. Take care.
Outside INTUIT Dome, where the Clippers have just lost their 4th straight game. Mace, we've missed you in these last couple of games. I was hoping that you'd be the good luck charm, and unfortunately, that was not the case. Give me your thoughts on this one, man.
Well, it's more of the same in the skid. However, it is slightly more positive. They showed more fight than they did at previous game in Phoenix, which is good. They didn't have a third quarter collapse. They had a second quarter collapse, so that's new. But there were many times they did make it close, so I'm encouraged by that. Cam Christie played well. Batum got his shot back. I think that this should be the rotation going forward. So
no Chris Paul or Bogey?
No. I think that Bogey's going to get traded. Because...
what do you trade him for?
I think if you package Bogey and Kobe Brown together, I don't know, maybe... God, you need someone, because if we're going to not have Kawhi and Beal's still going to have this minutes restriction, you need someone of that archetype. And I know that this is not really a really robust market for any of that right now, but if you're not going to be using Bogey, if you're going to be losing Kobe Brown at the end of the year anyway for nothing, you might as well at least try to find some way to get value out of them. Even if they get picks out of it, you know, because we got a nice draft going coming up at the end of the year, so it would be nice to get those. But if there's an immediate player we could get, that'd be lovely.
3 and 6, Mace.
Yep.
All right, do you still think a top 3 seed is in play? Is it too early to say, or are we in full-on panic mode right now?
I don't know. I would like to say yes, the top 3 seed is still in play, but
we had an easy start to the season in terms of schedule.
Yeah, like that's the thing. I know that we're not going to always keep losing. We're going to find a way to win. And if we can win within the next couple of games, then we can restart the chat of top 3 seed. For now, I think they're on pace to kind of finish in a similar playoff seed the way they did last year, or maybe in one of the high play-in tournament spots, which it's fine.
You think that's fine? It's a little nervy for me.
But like it's disappointing, but more importantly, much more importantly, I feel like I'm not ready to panic just yet. Okay. I feel like there was enough life and pulse there to make me stop and reconsider a little bit. But let's be clear, if that's just the exception that proves the rule, as we'll see in the next couple of games, then I'm ready to like hit the panic. Because I don't know if you were following some of my tweets. I was like, fire Ty Lue, blow it up the previous night. But now I've calmed a little bit on those takes. I've calmed down.
Who are you most disappointed in tonight? Last question. Or maybe a couple people if you're disappointed in them.
Couple of people. Harden. I know he was sick, so he might have been a little bit out of it. But dude, you are the number one option right now. When there's no Kawhi, you are the number one option. And I'm also a little disappointed in Ty Lue. I think that there were a couple of his decisions that were a little questionable. Like, I get the idea of leaving the lineup, and he did not make a single lineup change the whole fourth quarter. Like, why? You didn't think about rotating in. I know Batum brings you defensive value, and he was hitting some shots, but, you know, not trying to bring in like a Cam Christie that might get you a little bit more on the offensive side, or, you know, it was something else.
Obviously Beal's minutes restriction is hurting us.
Oh, it is crippling us because we're playing without forwards and at guards. It's awful. Oh, because we're left with these awkward lineups that don't really fit well, and every time I see Norman Powell make another great shot for the Heat, there's a part of me that just kind of wonders if maybe we didn't need to trade him to get Collins. You know, maybe we could have found something else in the back pocket. But, I mean, what's done is done. But it's just been so disappointing.
Hopefully we get it right on Monday. Will you be there?
Unfortunately, I will not be there. In fact, I might not, depending on how the schedule, I might even not be there until like December.
Wow.
Yeah.
Busy guy. Unfortunately, I hope you are there. So, yeah. All right. Well, I'll see you soon then.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Thank you, brother. Outside INTUIT Dome, where we just lost our 4th straight game. Jot, I know you got to be a little disappointed after this one and just the start to the season in general.
I'm going to be real. I've been team blow it up since 2024 when...
Pre-Harden trade or post?
Post. When Kawhi in the playoffs, Kawhi just, after game 2, he was just out. And after game 2, he was just out. I've been team blow it up since then. I think right now, I don't care if we give OKC a top 3 pick, top 5 pick, whatever. Blow it up. Get what you can out of these guys. Ty Lue, I'm beyond disappointed, you know. John Collins was the best player on the court outside of Zubats, but that's a given, you know. Zoo's back. That's a positive. I think some takeaways from this are that Zoo's back. Cam Christie has been showing some flashes, and, you know, if I think this is year two for him, so I think this is a good time for him to actually start getting some play time. Hopefully, it keeps consistently at least 15, 10 minutes a night would be great for him. But, you know, that's how you develop players, and that's just something that Ty Lue doesn't like to do, play young players. So I'm glad that Cam Christie is getting some play time. But yeah, team blow it up, man. I've just been so disappointed.
What do you think of Chris Paul and Bogey being taken out of the rotation? You like the decision?
I think Bogey should have played the second half. We had 1 3-pointer at half. We were like
one made 3, yeah.
Yeah, 1 for 13. We were 1 for 13, and you know, like if people aren't hitting, bring in shooters. And I know Bogey's been cold, but that's what he's known for, you know. And he's known as a secondary ball handler. So when Beal wasn't like, he was streaky in the second half, beyond that, outside of that little streak he had. But you know, the fourth quarter, I don't think he played at all. So it would have been nice to see Bogey in there a little bit for some shooting, some ball handling, some passing. But yeah, no, I don't know about Chris Paul, man. I think it might be over, Unc.
What do you think about Beal's minutes restriction and how much that's hurting us right now? Because Norm's killing it in Miami right now. I mean, how does it feel to see that?
That hurts, man. I'm gonna be real. I thought it was a Mickey Mouse run from Norm last year. I'm glad to see him thriving, though. It's dope. But it does hurt. Beal not being that filler that we thought Norm would be. And, you know, I don't know if this is sustainable, dude. Like, Kawhi's missed 3 games, probably going to miss 3 more.
And we're 0-3 without him.
We're 0-3 without him. He's probably going to miss 3 more, let's be real. Because it's probably a bad ankle sprain, too. If he's been out for like a week already, and the coach said few more games.
And we were supposed to be equipped to win games without him.
Exactly. And I think,
can we do that with Beal not being at 100%?
No, we can't. And we can't do that with no emphasis on the talent that we have. You know, like, I'm sick and tired. The starting Kawhi's out. The starting lineup should be James Harden at the 1, Chris Dunn at the 2, Derek Jones at the 3, John Collins at the 4, and Zubats at the 5. I don't know why that starting lineup hasn't even been tried. You know, like, we're throwing in Batum, 40-year-old Batum for 25 minutes a night trying to start.
Look who it is.
Nice.
Oh, wow. Hey, kind of came into the great Clipper legend, Matt Barnes.
Trying to get an interview?
Any last thoughts? 3 and 6. Also, the great Stan Verrett in the building. Stan Verrett. Shout out Stan Verrett. All right, keep going.
But yeah, like when I saw 100.
Lob City all day, baby.
Yeah, you know, we need to work it out. You want to go get
What
a
a
picture?
legend. Hey. Is that all you got, Jot?
Yes, sir, bro.
Appreciate you, bro.
See you next game.
Outside INTUIT Dome, where the Clippers have just lost their 4th straight game. Danny, let me ask, how long you been a subscriber or follower of me? It's my first time meeting you tonight.
You know, I first discovered you around 2018, for the 2018-2019 season.
I wasn't even making content back then.
I guess that's when I became a fan, but I remember you in the 2020, I guess, to be more specific.
Thoughts on the game tonight, man, and our overall start to the season, 3 and 6. I mean, we were expected to be better than this, and we had an easier start to the season. We played the Phoenix Suns 3 times, and they weren't even expected to be a playoff team. What are your thoughts? You disappointed?
I mean, Phoenix, for whatever reason, just throwing our side. You know, it feels like as long as I can remember. Right? And then, but yeah, like you said, a very disappointing start to the season. I mean, I thought at the very least going into the season, you know, the vibes felt pretty good. I like the offseason moves the team made. Was hoping we could contend for a top 3 seed, because like we know, you know, you're not a top 3 seed, you know, your shots at a chip are pretty low.
Who have you been disappointed in so far? You talked about the new additions. Who has not, you know, come in and done what you expect them to do so far?
Honestly, hands down, it's been Bradley Beal. I wasn't too hard on the acquisition when we first got it, but I thought let's wait and see. But right now, it's just been a lot more negative than positive.
Last question. Do you still believe that we can turn it around? Is a top 3 seed thing out of question, or at this point do we have to settle for just hopefully making the playoffs? Because I know it's early, but signs don't look too good, and the schedule is going to get harder.
I mean, right, the way it's looking right now, I think a top 3 seed seems unrealistic. I don't want to say it's impossible, but you know, if it's trending in the direction it's been going right now, it's not looking too good. Playoffs, I still see us making it. Maybe a 6 seed at the top, but hopefully at least an 8 at the worst.
Well, will I see you at more games this season?
I hope so. That's the first game this season. Hope to be back.
Appreciate it, man. Nice to meet you.
Likewise.
Thank you so much for the support.
Of course.
I said I was going to get a red Chris Paul jersey, but CP3's been messing around and looking old, and I already have a Chris Paul jersey. So Chris Dunn, after having a great year last year, being a great Clipper so far, and being the boy in Vegas when I met you, you have earned my red jersey. It was Norman Powell that I had, and it burned within a week. So Chris Dunn, you have completed my trilogy. I got a Nico in blue, Chris Dunn in red, and a Zubats in white. Who's next? I mean, my Kawhi jersey burned, but I don't know if I want to get another one. Chris Paul, John Collins, Bradley Beal, Brook Lopez. We got to maybe give it a season. So this might be it for this season for me. Chris Dunn, you earned it. Outside INTUIT Dome, where the Clippers have just lost their 4th straight game, 2 straight to the Phoenix Buns. There's nothing I like less than losing to Phoenix. And we've lost 3 of our 6 games, half of our games, to my 2 least favorite teams, the Utah Trash and the Phoenix Buns. Where do I begin? No Kawhi Leonard again, so we're going to need more from everybody else. And the starting lineup, again, was just not good enough. Bradley Beal, I thought, was horrible in the first half. Not only was he not making shots, he was gambling on defense a ton. James Harden and Bradley Beal in the backcourt starting the game defensively is atrocious. I mean, I know he's got a huge load offensively to carry, but James's defense is beyond defense at this point, no pun intended. He can't stay in front of anyone, and it's putting us in tough situations. I thought Derrick Jones Jr. honestly did a pretty good job on Booker tonight, but give credit to the Suns. As much as I hate to say it, Booker did a really good job of finding his open shooters, and the three-point disparity was a big difference in this game. They shot over 42% from 3. I believe we were 10 for 31 or 10 for 32 from 3. And we just need to do a better job of generating more open threes, and that comes from getting 2 feet in the paint. So what we need to do is get 2 feet in the paint more. And granted, without Bogey, without Chris Paul playing, which was a very interesting, thing from Ty Lue. He took CP3 and Bogey out of the rotation tonight. We saw Cam Christie. I like that, but I can't even say Chris Paul's been creating anything. But Bogey, maybe he'll create some stuff. But the thing is, without Beal, and when I say without Beal, I mean the minutes restriction, it's really all on James Harden. So if you want to give him a pass for his defense because of that, you can. I think, there's levels to it. I think the guy's not even bending his knees. Every time somebody goes against him, it's a blow-by. But with Beal getting capped at 20 minutes, we know we are missing Norman Powell big time right now. And Beal, at the end of the third quarter, I think he had 8 points in the third, so he finally started getting going, and then he didn't play in the fourth quarter at all. We need some more dynamic shot creation. And also, I liked our approach late in the game of going to Zoo every single time, because finally it looked like he was demanding the ball. He was making good reads. They were double teaming hard. We saw some glimpses of the Zoo that we remember. But what was up with James Harden taking that logo 3? Why weren't we just going back to Zoo at the end of the game? I think James was very disappointing tonight. I know he had a lot of assists, but 4 for 15, 10 of those 15 shots were threes. At some point, the amount of contested threes we took contributes to the percentage that we shot. A lot of bad threes from everybody off the dribble. Derrick Jones Jr. should not be taking off the dribble threes. James Harden took way too many threes. And that turnover he had late in the game really killed momentum. But ultimately, another thing that killed us, rebounding. Nobody besides Zoo is making an effort on the glass. 13 offensive rebounds to 5 in favor of them. And no rebounds, no rings. I always say it. It's not an optional thing. We all got to crash the glass. So defense, not good enough. We might need, at this point with Ty, John Collins has not gone even 30 minutes in one game. He did some good things tonight. I see the things he's talking about where he unnecessarily cut at times and clogged the paint, but there's so many good things that John Collins is doing. He needs to be getting at least 30 minutes. We traded Norman Powell for him. It's become somewhat unacceptable that he is getting so limited. So need more from Collins. At this point, he needs to start. If we're going to limit Bradley Beal's minutes, I don't even know what to say. It feels like we don't even have him on the team. You know what I'm saying? So need more Collins. Nico finally hit some threes late in the game, which was nice, but need more Collins. Harden was not good enough. Bad decisions late in the game by him. We do not do a good enough job rebounding. It's not just been this game. We have not been doing a good job on the glass all 9 of these games. And then defensively, last year we were 3rd in the league in defensive rating. Last I checked, we were 26th. So we need to, when Kawhi's out, we got to start, I think, Chris Dunn and Derrick at that point. We need to overcompensate because with Beal and James Harden, it's a nightmare. And I think the only positive I can take is that Nico finally started hitting shots and Zoo started getting fed more late in the game. But 3-6. I mean, now without Kawhi, we haven't won one game. We're the most disappointing team right now, probably in the Western Conference so far this season. I wanted us to go 7-3 in these first 10 games. We're 3-6. Unacceptable at this point. And it's, I mean, I don't even know if you want to say panic time, but there's a long season left. However, top 3 seed, I mean, I think we can kiss that shit goodbye. Overall, another solid atmosphere, but our defense is not good enough. The rebounding is not good enough, and we need to do a better job getting 2 feet in the paint and taking better shots. I think that starts with James Harden. Brook Lopez also had a mismatch throughout the game, and when he was getting the ball, he actually did a good job with it. We got to keep on feeding him. So, very disappointed, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, though. It's a blessing to be posting this on Twitter again, man. I can't say how thankful I am. You don't really know what you have until you lose it. And I'm just so thankful that I got my Twitter back. I've built up so much on that, so many followers from all over the country, Clipper fans, Laker fans, Warriors fans, historians, ex-Hall of, NBA players and Hall of Famers. I could not start over, man. I've wasted too many hours and years on that DimeDropper Twitter, so I really appreciate all you. I'm back. And the YouTube has still been going, so I hope you check out the videos, and I appreciate all the fans, as always. Like, comment, subscribe. I guess we'll go back at it again on Monday, hopefully to break this slump. Peace.